Toto Wolff has outlined the circumstances under which he would leave Mercedes as the German company struggles. The Mercedes CEO stated that he could be willing to resign if he felt he was no longer contributing. Does that mean he's giving up on Mercedes? What has made Toto think this way? Every question shall be answered in this video. So, without further ado, let's get straight into this. If others in the squad recognized he was out of ideas for moving the constructor forward, he might consider passing the baton. "I genuinely appreciate being the team leader of this squad," he remarked. "I believe I can make a contribution. But if I come to that decision one day, or if those close to me tell me I'm not contributing, I'll think about passing the torch to someone else. It is not anything I would feel embarrassed of. Then I'd criticize from the sidelines, from a TV screen, as if I was more intelligent than anyone else. But I suppose I'll keep enjoying it till then." His remarks came after Lewis Hamilton heaped pressure on Mercedes executives about the upcoming W14. Before the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Hamilton stated that the team management did not listen to him on the car's development path. He has now reaffirmed his position, claiming he was happy after telling team leaders they were incorrect. This is despite the squad having a no-blame culture in which individuals are not targeted. "I'm one of those guys who wants to be right, but I'm not always right. But in this circumstance, I was correct," Hamilton stated. So it was fantastic. It was like, "I told you so." It's a collaborative effort. For the second season in a row, the 8-time Constructors' Championship struggle with their design. The German manufacturer may have taken a step back from previous season, with Aston Martin now faster. On the other hand, Russell earned an excellent position 4 in Saudi Arabia and came near their first podium of the season. Despite this, Wolff directed his engineers to return to the drawing board to develop a fresh design. It is thought that a new model was tested in the wind tunnel ahead of Jeddah. However, the team has already said that no big modifications are planned for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix at the end of May. Wolff has continued to support his team in their efforts to find a way ahead. It was also stated that Lewis Hamilton's contract with Mercedes is coming to an end, but Toto Wolff, the team's principal, is sure that the 7-time champion would stay with the team. Wolff remarked in a recent interview that the squad is sticking together and he doesn't anticipate it changing anytime soon. Hamilton has already said that he intends to extend his contract and is keen to set an all-time record by winning an 8th title. Despite a dismal start to the season, Hamilton remains an important squad member and his connection with Mercedes remains solid. Wolff quickly denied the idea of evaluating backup alternatives if Hamilton did not sign a new deal. "I believe it is pointless to discuss the driving issue in 2024. It is way too soon," he said. Wolff thinks that everyone on the team, including the drivers, engineers, and management, must work together to achieve the same goal. With Hamilton, the team has won 8 constructors' titles and 6 drivers' championships, and their friendship is solid. Mercedes had a rough start to the 2023 season, with Hamilton finishing 5th and George Russell 7th. On the other hand, Wolff remains upbeat and believes the squad can turn things around. "We never throw in the towel, and we will not do so now," Wolff explained. "We must dig deep and offer both drivers a vehicle capable of fighting. You almost feel sympathy for them." Wolff is sure that the squad will recover from a tough start to the ground effect era. "We recognized even before the season opener that the W14 idea needed to evolve," Wolff said. "But we will not give up. We're going to work harder than ever to give the greatest automobile possible for our drivers." While this appears to be good, F1 briefings doubt how much progress they can achieve within the expense cap. Is the Brackley team too late? Toto Wolff, who finished second behind George Russell in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, said Lewis Hamilton doesn't trust his W14 and doesn't get the input he needs to truly push himself. Hamilton was outqualified by Russell at the Jeddah circuit on Saturday night, with the 7-time world champion 4/10 slower than his compatriot. On the night, he told Sky Sports F1, "I just don't feel the vehicle below me. I just don't feel linked to this automobile and I'm unable to obtain it, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do about it. It's tough. I'm giving it all," he continued. At the Grand Prix, he finished second to his Mercedes teammate, 5th to his teammate's position 4, and confessed once more that something wasn't right. Claiming that his setup is most of the time the wrong one, he believes that if he had mimicked his teammate, he would have been in a better position. His remarks come at the outset of a season in which Mercedes has admitted that their W14 idea was wrong, with the team already putting preparations in place to correct that. This, along with Hamilton's loss to Russell in the 2022 season, just the third time in his F1 career that a teammate finished ahead of him in the standings, has some asking whether Hamilton fails to drive around a car's flaws. Wolff attributes it to faith in the vehicle, when Hamilton needs to truly push himself. These are distinct drivers who require a car with specific handling in order to drive fast, the racing head remarked to F1 Insider. At no time this season has Lewis experienced the type of feedback from the car that allows him to truly push himself to the edge. You can't push in the bends if you have a car you don't trust. That's precisely what we witnessed in qualifying. George is more confident in the automobile and can maneuver around it better. It's up to us to offer both of them an automobile that they can drive to the front, he continued. The Austrian feels that most of Hamilton's issues with the vehicle are in the back end. We have a basic issue he's not satisfied with, and it's related to the way he feels the back end of the car, Wolff explained, and it's not something that can be fixed overnight. But the drivers are the most significant sensors in the car, and if they tell us that's how they feel, we have to take it into account. For Hamilton, overcoming the vehicle's rear end concerns, specifically adding more downforce, will go a long way toward correcting the issues with the car. We're significantly down on downforce, he said. We need to increase rear end downforce in particular. The more rear we acquire, the more stable the rear becomes, and the more confident I am in attacking. But I believe that in general, even if we modify that, there is a specific thing with something on the automobile that I have never had before. This is a position I hadn't had in prior years' automobiles. It's the thing that makes me uneasy. I have to work hard to see that it is changed. He added that qualifying's low fuel runs compound the issue. When you're above approximately 95%, it's on a big razor edge, he remarked, but it's considerably more manageable and predictable during a race stint. I still don't have faith in the race, but I'm doing the best I can. Toto Wolff has warned Mercedes supporters not to get their expectations up too soon, stating that major changes would not be made until Imola. During pre-season testing, there has been a scramble at Brackley to deliver improvements to the W14 and get it back into contention. The Silver Arrows have appeared well off the speed in the first two races, and Wolff confirmed rumours of a highly improved vehicle. But the world will have to wait a bit longer before seeing such enhancements, as Wolff has advised not to expect any miracles until the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix on May 21st. We're making good progress, Wolff said on the team's progress to Sky Sports F1, but you have to run them, confirm them and create them, so I don't think we're looking for an introduction before Imola. We too want to get it right. Things are moving in the right direction, but we shouldn't anticipate a miracle and to be on pole by half a second. I believe it is more about cementing our position with Aston Martin and Ferrari, which would be a positive move. Even though the team is still not back to its best, Wolff stated that the Mercedes garage environment would be much calmer in 2023 because they have a much better idea of the appropriate path to go. Thank you for taking the time to watch. If you'd like us to make more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel and leave your video suggestions in the comments section.